Welcome to day 18 of the 60-day AMA program. Here are the highlights from the session. Tonight, Nick and Jeremy check in on mining and how the mining community will be integral to our consensus mechanism. So let's dive in now. Jeremy, can you explain what mining on a proof-of-work consensus mechanism means for BlockDAG? Jeremy discussed the traditional Bitcoin landscape, emphasizing its foundation in permissionless, decentralized, and distributed usage. He explains the key differences between proof of work and proof of stake, highlighting that proof of work supports a greater number of nodes for consensus, ensuring trustlessness. In contrast, proof of stake can feel semi-permissionless, as it often relies on a limited pool of validator nodes, underscoring that proof of work is essential for maintaining the technology's core principles of trustlessness, permissionlessness, and decentralization. Nick and Jeremy then went on to discuss the logistics of distributing hardware miners globally over several weeks. Equipment will be tested, packaged, and sent to a distribution point for international shipment. Import duties will apply to recipients outside Hong Kong, who must pay them to receive their devices. Consequently, there will be varying delivery times, necessitating a fair process for distribution. So what is a fair launch process? Jeremy outlined a plan to launch a network along with a testnet featuring an automatically configured mining pool. Devices will be pre-configured to connect to this pool, and once a specific number of miners is present, the mainnet firewall will be opened. This mainnet is initially protected, with blockchain services accessible only to exchanges and wallets. Nodes will be operated by the team until enough miners are onboarded. On launch day, node software will be distributed, allowing users to run their own nodes and mining pools. A DApp will be created for visibility into active mining pools, ahead of an anticipated staking introduction post-TGE. The intention is to achieve a fair and simultaneous network opening for all device recipients, fostering distribution, decentralization, and permissionless access. Will there be a consensus threshold for launch? Nick summarizes the process of reaching a community consensus threshold for active mining within a testnet environment, emphasizing that a specific percentage, 35%, 50%, or 60%, will be determined by a community referendum. Once the threshold is met, miners will indicate active mining, comparing distributed amounts to active levels without providing specific numbers. How will mining rewards be distributed? Once the network opens, mining will proceed as usual, with miners generating blocks and earning block rewards. Tokens mined during the private mining phase will return to the treasury for community use, ensuring no losses. Once staking is implemented and hardware distributed, mining will commence through personal or community pools, including a dedicated BlockDAG pool for those needing assistance. Mining pools are essential for individuals without full nodes, as they provide the necessary infrastructure for block production and consensus. How will you be providing utility through the staking rewards post-launch? Jeremy described the implementation of a token staking mechanism aimed at addressing community feedback regarding oversupply in the blockchain market. This system allows users to earn tokens through staking against miners, thereby balancing the economy without immediately flooding the market with sales. Alongside the mainnet token, we plan to create an entry point contract for new tokens launched via a proposed launchpad, which would also enable staking rewards from mining. This approach is designed to provide automatic rewards from opting-in projects, fostering support and engagement from stakers, and potentially benefiting their own projects. How will the miner setup work? Jeremy explained the setup for a testnet and private mainnet, where miners will receive pre-configured devices to connect automatically to the testnet mining pool. Users can utilize their existing wallets and will see their dry-run TGE tokens on the testnet. Unlike previous methods, mining will now occur using ASIC miners instead of just CPUs. Users can either run their own full-stack node for solo mining or join the provided mining pool, which is recommended for efficiency and will indicate when the mainnet launches. The same wallet address and private keys can be used across both networks to conduct tests with their hardware and wallets. Can you explain pool mining versus solo mining? Jeremy explained that owning a single X30 in a high-difficulty network results in inconsistent proof-of-work rewards. Joining a mining pool combines hash power, ensuring more consistent income as participants receive a share of all blocks mined. Although mining pools may charge a small fee, for example, 0.1% to 0.5%, the benefit is reduced personal hardware management. The key distinction between solo and pool mining lies in the consistency and service offered by the pool, not the total yield over time. What does it mean if we have 30%, 50%, or even 100% of miners active at any point? How does this affect our core security on the chain itself? Jeremy explains the implications of solo mining versus mining pools, suggesting that while a large number of mining rigs could support decentralization, actual network security depends more on the number of mining pools. He notes that even a 50% active rig count could maintain node numbers, as long as an economy incentivizes participation. Nick adds that they aim for maximum decentralization with potentially 5,000 independent nodes. Jeremy mentions a comprehensive software stack for solo mining setups, along with a decentralized application for staking that will automatically recognize mining pools. This setup allows for comparisons among pools based on block generation and staking ratios, ensuring permissionless and open access to multiple mining pools. How does our consensus compare to Ethereum's proof of stake? Nick and Jeremy discuss the differences between Ethereum's proof of stake and their own approach to validator status. Nick notes that Ethereum requires a significant investment to achieve validation, which introduces permission-based access tied to token holdings, and Jeremy emphasizes that Ethereum's model lacks the same level of permissionlessness and decentralization compared to proof of work, which remains superior in these aspects. Are there additional staking incentives? Jeremy explains that the staking component is designed to reward miners, encouraging the establishment of more full nodes. It allows individuals without powerful machines to create mining pools, attracting others to stake within those pools. This offers an earning opportunity for those who lack equipment and tokens, highlighting the fantastic potential for participation in mining through reliable pool management. Nick summarized the key points of the mining project as the launch of a proof-of-work consensus, a global miner distribution, community-determined thresholds for mining and rewards, multiple reward opportunities through mining and staking, a simple setup for pool or solo mining without disadvantages, and a commitment to leading the industry in decentralization with a potential for over 5,000 nodes, contrasting with Layer 1 solutions that have fewer nodes. The overall aim is to create a permissionless, trustless, and decentralized ecosystem. To wrap up, Nick addressed the ongoing process of resolving outstanding edge cases related to their blockchain project. He acknowledged the expectation for speedy resolutions and confirmed that efforts are being made to manage these issues, including the approval of approximately 100 million tokens for affected wallets. Nick highlighted a necessary change in the order of processes for the blockchain launch, noting that while this may diverge from the original plan, the final outcomes promised will still be delivered. Jeremy further clarified the launch timeline, emphasizing that the mainnet launch and token generation event will proceed rapidly alongside secured exchanges and staking rewards, ensuring the community's value will be delivered despite changes in order. Overall, the team is committed to maintaining stakeholders' expectations while adapting to current challenges. And that wraps up Day 18.